quickly and not waste any time getting out. My dad, Dr. Frank Field, and my brother, Storm Field, want to tell you how important home fire drills and escape plans can be.
You're so right, Allison. Fire is fast. You must have an escape plan. Fire is an emergency.
You need to know that when there is a fire, it will spread very, very fast. You should know what to do. Don't waste time looking for your toys or anything else. Just get out of the house as quickly as you can. Make sure everyone in your family has a plan how they will get out.
Storm is right. Firefighters say you should not waste any time looking around for something or for someone.
I think I said out loud, "Where's my pocketbook?" And my girlfriend said, "Forget your pocketbook. Just get out." And I ran out without shoes on.
It's really difficult to stay calm when there's a fire, but you can if you are prepared. Never waste.
Smoke detector just went off, right? Yeah. You home, and your smoke detector just went off. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
You stay low, and you go to your door, and then you feel if it's hot, and if it's hot, you go to the window, if you have a fire.
You know what, do me a favor, stand up, turn around, face the group. No, don't worry about what's in your mouth. Tell everybody what you just said, because it's not to embarrass you. Tell everybody what you just said. This young man, what's your name?
Blaine.
Blaine just answered the question perfect. Say it again, Blaine.
You stay low, and you go to the door to see if it's hot, and if it's hot, you stay low and go to the window, and if you have a fire escape, you go down the fire escape and go to your main place.
Right. Blaine just covered. Give Blaine a hand. Blaine just covered. Matter of fact, Blaine, you want to finish teaching? It's beautiful. I love it. Blaine just covered exactly what to do if you're in the house. If you're in the house, you need to stay low and go. Can we turn this smart board on? I don't know how to turn it on. How we turn it on?
It's on the top right there. Right there is a seat power, and then you press it
Thank you, guys. If you're in a home, we teach the children and parents, you stay low and go. In the event you see smoke or you see fire, you stay low. You don't have to crawl. You have to use common sense. Before you use common sense, you have to not panic. Don't panic. We panic. The difference between me and Firefighter Span and the rest of you is that we're trained not to panic. And even when we go to do work, we get scared. Move over here to this empty space over here. Right over here. No pushing, no shoving, no money. Come on. Come on.
Oh, this empty space.
Come on. Let's go. Now, everybody listening, everybody paying attention? There's a fire over there in that corner. Over there, there's a fire happening. Now, is there really a fire over there? No. But firefighter magic, woof, there's a fire over there in that corner. All right, which way are we going to get out this room?
This way.
So how do we get out this room? Do we need to crawl? Is there smoke in our lungs right now? Can we breathe right now?
Yeah.
So what do we have to do? We can just walk to that door. But let's say the smoke is right here. What do we need to do? Don't tell me, show me. Right, just show me. Stay low. Why are we low crawling like we're in the military? Hands and knees. Hands and knees. Hands and knees. All right, good job. Come on back. Come on back. Thank you. Okay, everybody over here, pause for a minute. Tell me.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Beautiful, I love it. I see you trying to get it out here. Because you looking over there and like, why y'all telling the answer? I want to tell it. Good job. Give me a high five. Give me a good job. Your high five.
All right, sit up. Hey, get that pen out of your mouth.
All right, so guess what? Everybody get back on your feet. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. Give yourself some space. You did? Good. Make sure you send it to us. Give me that's too much space. Come back over here. Where you going? Where you going? Orange? All right, so are we on fire right now? Am I on fire?
Yes!
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be sitting here calmly. fire? No. But fire magic, whew, we all on fire right now.
You don't panic.
Thank you. We're having too much fun. And this is a serious topic. This is the part of the presentation I love, because I get to laugh and joke.
Okay,
and then
Kendrick,
I get to
stop playing on the floor.
We're playing around, gentlemen. And this can save your lives. It's not a game. I told you when I met you, we're going to have fun. And we're going to laugh, we're going to joke, we're going to have a good time. But we also got some life skills to learn. So if you're on fire, you don't go, "Hee!" That's not funny. You're burning. You need to put the fire out. There's only one way to put the fire out.
Stop,
You have to stop, drop to your belly, cover your face, and roll. So let's try that again, okay?
Try again.
Woof. We're on fire. We don't yell, we don't scream. We stop, drop, and roll. To me. Good job. Freeze. Everybody stand up on your feet. Who can tell me how many smoke detectors we need? 7? We can do 7, but we need the minimum number. The minimum. If I just said the minimum and he said 7, work with me. Work with me. Really? We already got the answer. The answer is 5. 5. Now everybody listen up, because this is where they need to be, because right now I'm shocking your parents. 5? 5? Yeah, so let's talk about where they need to be. In the basement, everybody say the basement. The hallways. The attic. The bedroom. And the kitchen. How many smoke detectors is that? At a minimum. Okay, so let's talk about that. The living room, you don't really need one in the living room. You don't really need one in the living room. Hold on, now we have a question. We have a question. Yes?
You need a fire detector in each bedroom?
If you need to put a fire detector in each one of your bedrooms, put a fire detector, a smoke detector in each one of your bedrooms.
Okay.
Yes.
Not in the foyer or the bedroom?
In the hallway, in the attic, in the basement, in the kitchen, and in the bedroom. This is why I love doing these presentations, because we already have a mindset and we go, what? Yes, we have a question. Why not the living room? There's nothing really that's going to catch on fire if you're talking in the living room. Most fires start in the kitchen or in the bedroom from people smoking, in the attic, because if you have an old house like here in East Orange, it starts in the basement. It's called balloon frame construction. There's no fire stops on the inside of your walls. So if the basement has a fire, it'll shoot right up the inside of your walls. You won't see it. You'll be hanging out in your living room not knowing there's a fire on the inside, and it'll show up in the attic. So that's why we cover the basement, the kitchen, the hallways, because that's your means of egress. Egress is your way in and out of your houses and your apartments. Smoke travels the easiest way possible. So if there was a fire in here, would smoke go through the wall? No, it'll go right through this door. Why do we need it in the center of the wall? Okay, I'm going to help you out. Good job, though. Good job. Give me a high five. All right, love you. So listen, carbon monoxide is an odorless, tasteless, colorless gas. You can't feel it, you can't taste it, you can't smell it, you can't see it. So you need a carbon monoxide detector. In most of your homes, where's your carbon monoxide? Matter of fact, who has a carbon monoxide detector? Right, where do you have it at in your home? Where?
It's low.
Well, where? Where on the wall? Middle of the wall? Up here? Down here? Where? At your waist level?
Yeah.
At your waist level. That's the perfect place to have your carbon monoxide detector. Why? Yes. We're going to talk about that. We'll get there. I will cover that.
We already knew fires in here. What's the smoke on?
Okay, so we'll go directly to yours and then we'll come back to the carbon monoxide detector. If smoke is on you, just walk out the smoke to fresh air.
Wow. That's so easy. Because smoke.
That's what happens when smoke is on you. So a carbon monoxide detector, usually in most people's homes, they have them at the top of the ceiling. That's incorrect because carbon monoxide is heavier than air. Carbon monoxide, when let off in an environment, will sink. to the floor. Hence, where is carbon monoxide let up in your homes or your apartments? In the basement or in the furnace room. And then it builds up through the apartment. Whereas smoke is lighter than air. When you have a fire, smoke goes to the ceiling or the highest point and then starts banking down. That's why you have smoke detectors up here. Carbon monoxide detectors should be at your waist. Because if you picture yourself right now laying in your bed, you're about at waist level. That's why they call it the silent killer. Because when you close your eyes, if you breathe in carbon monoxide, it has the same effect as if you're being smothered. You won't be able to breathe. It will smother you. It asphyxiates you. So that's what you need a carbon monoxide detector for, especially for these guys, for the little guys, for all these little guys, and the seniors. You need to protect them with a carbon monoxide detector. So if you don't have one, I'm not here to beat you up and go all off about it. Go get a carbon monoxide detector, put it halfway your wall, and protect it. But we see smoke, or we hear that fire alarm, that smoke detector. Low and go. How many smoke detectors do we need in the house? 5! Where do they need to be? Attic, kitchen, hallway, bedrooms, not rooms. Bedrooms. Extra job. Do we use fire extinguishers? No, we don't. Do we try to put out fires? No. Do we start fires? No. Do we smoke? No. Right. No, we don't smoke. I don't care what's going on in your life. Don't smoke. It's not good for you, okay? And plus, if you go to sleep with it, let me finish talking. Thank you. Plus, if you go to sleep with the cigarette, guess what happens?
Start fire.
Start fire. That's called mattress fire. And then the mattress fire hit the wall, now you got a whole house fire. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, what's your question? Because you're anxious to ask me a question. What's your question? And then when I ask you, go, what's your question?
If you smoke and you drop like the cigarette on the floor and it makes fire.
Yes, that's what we just said. If you drop the cigarette, it can start a fire. Yes, yes.
When it's like dark, they put firefighters use like a detector, like it's like that. It's like a code. It's like something that you see.
Okay, got you. High five. I'm gonna help you out because you hit it right. We use a thing called a thermal imaging camera. That's called a TIC, or a thermal imaging camera. It's not infrared. You can't see in the... Huh? No, it's not an exercise. How about if you let me explain it? So what we do is we hold that camera up, and what that camera does is it gives us a heat signature, because all of us give off heat. We give off heat. Fire gives off heat. So whatever the hottest object is in a room or wherever we're looking, we can see that on that camera. And we know that's either a person. It's funny because in reverse, the fire is hotter than our bodies, right or wrong. So are we looking for the hottest object? No. We're looking for the coolest object. So whatever the coolest object is, that's probably the person. Because your body, it can only get 106, 110 degrees, but a fire gets 1,000 some odd degrees. So we'll be able to, that must be the person right there. Now that we've talked about that, what do you do? Because we talked about escaping from fires. What do you do if you can't escape from the fire? If you're in the room with the fire?
You open the window and make as many noise, and they'll go back in.
Stand up. Turn around. Tell everybody that. It's an excellent answer.
You open the window and scream and make as much noise as you can as you're coming back.
Give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly right. That's exactly proud of that answer because some people tell us, and some children tell us, man, we work for the fire department. Really? Everybody say really?
Really?
So when you call 911, put your hands down. When you call 911, what happens is we get that call. And by the way, 911 is for everybody, the police, EMS, and the fire department. When you call that, we get that call. Our dispatchers here in East Orange, we have our own 911 centers here in East Orange.
I'm sorry.
One at the police department and one at the fire department.
Excuse me.
So we respond right to those calls. 911, what's your emergency? There's an emergency at my house. In the fire department, here's what happens on the inside. By the way, you will see this in real life if you come to the fire department. Come on to the fire department. Field trip. Come on to the fire department. We're open 24 hours a day. Come sit down, eat with us. Come have lunch, breakfast. It's up to you. Come hang out with us. Come learn the stuff.
Well, that's all.
These are called turnout pans. Everybody says turnout pans. Why do we call them turnout turnout pants. Go ahead, because you're feeling happy. And why we call them turnout pants?
These look like turnout pants because
Why we call them turnout pants?
they're called turnout pants because you turn them inside out.
Thank you. They call them turnout pants because we turn them inside out. Now we put on our turnout coat. I'm sorry, you can't see?
Some firefighters wear different shoes.
Some firefighters wear different color suits. You have the black with the yellow with the reflective strip. You have the tan, or they call it gold with the reflective strip. Matter of fact, Orange, the town right next door, wears the gold with the reflective strip. All that means is different levels of turnout gear, different colors. Like everything. Everybody got jeans, but you got different kind of jeans. So it's just a variance.
This wears straps.
We have straps. Look, I got a strap. Yeah. Listen, man, we're pretty cool, man. So what do we call this?
Turnout.
What do we call these?
Turnout pants.
Now he puts on his hood. That is not a turnout hood. If we turn that out, it'll be inside out. We'll look silly. You don't do that. So that's the hood. Obviously protect his head, his neck, his cheeks, his ears, and most of his face. Yeah, his profile, the way he looks is beginning to change, right? He's getting a little bit bigger.
Good question, but I'm glad you
Did you say is it fireproof? Fireproof. Let's talk about that. Who thinks this is fire? Okay. Who thinks this is fireproof? No, put your hands down. There is nothing in the world that is fireproof. This is fire retardant. Fire retardant, which simply means it gives us time. I didn't say fire retarded. I said fire retardant. Listen, if we keep this closed and these open, we would hear that. You with me? Nothing is fireproof. It is fire retardant, which means this just simply gives us a little bit more time. If I ran into the fire with this, I might have about 2 seconds. If I run into the fire with this, I got about 5-10 minutes. If fire is on me, to be able to come outside and go, hey, get this fire off. But if I go in with this or these clothes, we don't. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Instant sunburn. So that's what. There's nothing fire. Just like waterproof. There's nothing waterproof. It's water. You don't want to say water retardant, but water resistant. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think about that. Water resistant. Thank you. So anyway, we continue getting dressed, and he has to be able to protect his lungs. So he has to put on what? His face piece. It's a face piece.
Oh, yeah.
A face piece. That's as bad as you with the water retardant thing. It's okay.
Gas mask?
No, not a gas mask. A gas mask has filters on the side, and it's for military use and PSE&G. You know, public service and gas people. No, you don't know public service and gas. You will when you get older. Keep your house small. Keep it small.
When are we going to see the fire truck? It's off now.
See how his profile is changing right in front of your eyes? So now he has to put on, this is called an air cylinder. No, not oxygen. We don't breathe oxygen. This is the same. Everybody go like this. That's the same air that's compressed inside this air cylinder right here. And what this air cylinder does is gives us 30 minutes. In these storms, we use 30 minutes. 15 minutes to get in, 15 minutes to get out. We don't want to go any longer than that because the other things are happening. The house could fall down on us, or the building could fall down on us. So we need 30-minute air cylinders. And this is called the SCBA, self-contained breathing apparatus. Like, people that dive underwater, they have scuba gear. That's called self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. We use self-contained breathing apparatus because we're not underwater. So listen, we listening? Now he's breathing and he's fine. High five. He's good. But as you can see, he just changed his whole profile, right? This doesn't look like the same guy anymore.
Who are you?
Right? So a little kid who doesn't know the difference or hasn't seen this before will do what? Run in the other way. Are we supposed to run away?
No.
No, this is our friend. So when he comes in, fire department, where you at? Where you at? What are we going to say?
Right here.
Oh no. Help, 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 I'm over here. What are we gonna say? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. All right, who's gonna give my high five? Who's gonna give my high five? No pushing, no pushing, no pushing. Ask any question you want to ask, and we will answer it. I'll just go right around the room. Yes, sir.
What question if you don't have an attic?
If you don't have an attic, that's a good thing.
Smoke, and you need to smoke 5 smoke detectors.
Five is the minimum. 5 is the minimum that you need to have. That doesn't mean you have to have 5. If you don't have an attic, you don't need one in the attic. Okay, what's your question? Question.
If you're out of the building already and
That's beautiful.
And you don't have your phone, you have to go to.
Wait, guys, that's rude. It's his question.
If your neighbor sees the fire and they don't have their phone, and they did this call, and firefighters come to the house.
Yeah, if you don't have your phone, but you're outside the house, and you're worried about calling, but your neighbors will call. Trust me, what usually happens is if your house is on fire, people see smoke, everybody and their mother calls. Everybody calls. So don't worry about that. What is the most important thing you need to do? Get out the house. Get outside, okay? No matter what, get outside, okay? Yes. Yes. Or you just want me to acknowledge you, see you? Okay, no problem. Hey!
Like, where is the cell phone that are on
I can't hear you.
What if the cell phones are on fire and there are no windows?
What if the telephones are on fire and there's no windows? Then you need to stay low and go. Because you got doors. I haven't seen a house yet with no doors.
What if the doors were wooden and there are no
I love this
knobs?
because here we go with the what ifs. What is it?
What if the doors were wooden and there are no knobs?
Let's talk about that. When you go to the door and you touch the door and it's hot, did you open the door?
No.
No. So you need to go where?
The other door.
To the other door, but you can't get out that door, so you need to go where?
The window. I said what if there was no window.
So then you trapped in the room, right?
Yeah.
And you gotta wait for us to come get you. Now, do you know of a house with no windows and no doors?
No. Let me grab crazy.
Okay, go ahead. When we ask questions, make sure they make sense. Go ahead.
But what about how come not in the living room like a candle near the curtains?
How come in the living room? What?
How come not a smoke detector in the living room? Because what if there's like a candle in it and the child is playing, and it knocks over the candle and then it burns the curtain.
I love your example, and we're going to use that. I did not say you don't have to have one in the living room. You can put one there if you want to, then that just makes sense. But the minimum, just to be safe, so if I come to your house, I can look in your house and go, okay, this is the minimum amount of smoke detectors they need in their house. It is 5. You have, those are primary areas where we know fires happen. Fires happen in the basement, right? Right? Because you have the washing machine, the dryer, the furnace, right? The boiler. Stop talking, I'm talking. Stop talking. Right? In the basement. They happen in the kitchen, right? Because you got all the microwave, the stove, and all that, right? They happen in hallways, right? The smoke travels down the hallway and can affect everybody else, right? It happens in the bedrooms, right? Because people can be smoking, or that candle scenario you just gave me can happen in the bedroom. And it happens in the attic, because if it's in the basement, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be in the attic. All right? And plus your electricity goes through your attic as well. All the wires, and you got insulation up there. Right? Okay? So hold on, I'm going, okay, you right here in front, yes.
And that if the fire catches wires,
well, fire doesn't catch wires. Wires overheat and start fires. Okay, so you ever have your socket at your house? Well, should we be touching and playing around sockets?
No.
No. Should we be plugging things in and out the socket?
No.
No. Do y'all? Yes. Do you tell your parents? No.
Yes.
Should you tell your parents?
I
Yes.
tell my parents.
Every time you plug something in and out the socket, before you do it, Mom, can I plug this in? Mom, can I take this out? Dad, can I plug it in? Dad, can I take it out? You don't do that. What you do is, I'm going to play PlayStation. You plug it right on in. Don't do that. Don't do that. I know y'all looking at me like, this guy know everything. It's called the fire engine because any time from here on out, and we're going to amaze the adults again. When you see one of these apparatus or rigs, and you see the hose up on here, when you see the hose on here, go station set up, this is called a fire engine. This carries the water. Inside of here, everybody know what a gallon of water is? This carries 700 gallons of water. That's a lot of water. There's a big tank in here. You can actually go swimming in there. You can get in there and have a little sign. You can do that, for real. When they put it together, you can hang out in there. This has 700 gallons of water, and it's called a what? Everybody, this is called a what? And how do we know it's a fire engine? Because it carries water. It carries water. It has hose. It has nozzles. And this is called a what? A pump panel. A pump panel. Everybody got that? Now the other ones with the big ladders on top, you seen those ones with the big ladders on top? What do you think that's called? What is that? A fire truck. A fire truck or a ladder truck. Except you must have fire trucks. You have fire trucks yet? You can tell because he's like, I got the answer. It's called a fire truck. And their job is not to put out the fire like the fire engine guys. Their job is to ladder the building, pull down your ceilings and your walls, open the windows, let the smoke out, chase the fire around, find where the fire is, so the fire engine guys can put out the fire. And then we have another truck that looks like a big ice cream truck. Guys, thank you. No, it's not. You all right. Relax. Then we have the ice cream looking truck, which is called a fire rescue. That's self-explanatory. Their job is to rescue the people. So now, as you see, everybody, when we go somewhere, we all have different jobs. We have the fire guys who put out the fire. Do me a favor. Move up that way. Move up there. Move up there. Go to the crowd. See the one right here. Move up there. There you go. Yes, sir. The smoke's not really going to burn you. So what we're going to do, parents, if you want to take pictures, you can take pictures. Be careful going on that rig, on that side, because there might be cars coming in and out. If you want to take a picture real quick, you can always take a picture, guys. Can I? Go inside. Yeah. No, it's one. Hello. It's one at a time. It's one at a time. It's only one seat there.
One seat.
Are the keys in there?
Last year we took him to the fire station.
Really? Yeah, this is pretty awesome. This is like the best presentation I've ever encountered. That was kind of loud.
If you had a turn, come out of the way.
This went crazy over there. Hold on, who's that? Who's that? That just walked around the building.
You're like, okay, I'm gonna let it
You're the first person to do it. Stop lying.